Welcome everyone to JB Outdoors, where we do everything outdoors. Today we're going to do a little unboxing video of a Barnett Droptine. This is the Ready to Hunt package. This comes with everything that we need. It comes with a scope, the foot holder for cocking back the actual bow, and we're gonna get right into it. Also comes with a quiver and 3 arrows. So let's get into it, open this thing up, and see what we have to work with. Okay. Obviously this has been shipped loose. One of the bolts is just kind of hanging out. The other two were in its place where it should have been. So we have 3 bolts. Looks like the Barnett 4x32 scope for this exact unit. Put that away. It looks like there's going to be some assembly required. Shouldn't be too bad. So here we have the stock in Realtree Hardwoods HD camo. That shares a thing of beauty there. Got operating instructions, which we're going to check those out before we do anything. Today we are going to read the instructions as we don't want anything malfunctioning. These things can be very dangerous. Most of you know. Here's the Barnett quiver. Holds 3 bolts. And the limb assembly that's already strung. Everything's ready to go. Okay, so now that packaging's out of the way, we can actually focus on the assembly portion of this. Upon opening this packet that comes with, it's got the user manual, owner's manual, and if you flip open to page 10, that's where the assembly guide is. It's nice, it's got plenty of pictures, and very user friendly. So the very first one, in a seated position, which I am, we're going to take the stock and the limbs and connect with the lower inside cables. We're going to go into the lower slot, which it does show in a picture, and then that actually fits into the little dowel rod. Your actual driving cable is resting on top of the top of the stock. They call that the flight track. It's got a little safety thing on here. We're going to get the bolts out and then tighten those up and go on to steps 2 and 3. Alright, step number 4 is to locate the provided nose bolt. Now I'm looking through and I have quite a few Allen wrenches, which is great. They provide the tools. Looks like we have a little line wax, cable wax. It comes with also. In the smallest packet, it looks like we have our nose bolt. On the nose bolt it says hand tighten using hex key wrench supplied. Check tightness after the first 20 shots, then before each use. So that's something to keep an eye on. So keep that tool with you if you are going to be using this bow. You have to make sure that this stays tight. It does come with a lock washer that's fitted to it now. So let's get this puppy on and tightened down. Now to better show you, this nose bolt is right below here. And you're using the largest size hex key that they give you and give it a good crank down. Now that that's assembled, let's see what we have to do next. Now the next main step says to locate your foot stirrup here. Very nice quality, nice rubber coating around it for safety so it doesn't slip. And to locate the 4 632 by 3/8 screws, which are here, and they come with a couple little brackets. Align holes and affix the stirrup into the riser using the proper hex key, which the hex key is separated with the amount of screws. So we are going to flip this guy upside down, and in the same area that our head bolt was located, on the underside we have, so these little brackets actually go down first. Now it looks like it's not perfect. We'll have to squeeze it in just a little bit, but it's flexible enough with the shape of it. Get all these guys started, and then we're gonna tighten these up. Okay, we've done that. We're gonna flip it back over and we're gonna install the scope. Okay, I just added on this model, it has the crank assembly. It's real simple. You can take it on and off. It's just a screw with 2 dowel rods that hold it straight. So I'm going to thread that back on, and we're going to leave it. The owner does want the crank assembly on there. I ran this assembly does come all the way back here, so when to hit the release, you hold this dowel rod back, taking pressure off with the crank assembly, and then you release from the crank to engage it back technically into gear. You just pull this little piece back up and forward in a forward position, and then you can crank. Now it's pulling back onto, or starting to pull back and actually cock the bow itself. So we're going to release that. We're going to hold back some pressure, or hold forward some pressure, sorry, and then pull back and down, and then slowly let those strings back forward. Once we take all the pressure off, I'm going to lock that back forward. Now it's in more of a safe mode. This does have a fire and safe. It's got a safety just like a firearm. I like that option a lot. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add the scope. The scope comes with tack rail assembly. I've removed the actual blocks that hold it onto the tack rail on the opposite side. So here we are. Make sure that you put it on forward. You'll learn really quick that if you don't, it's not going to work, obviously. The correct way to do it, and to know, this end has ridges here, this end is smooth, and a silver ring. So the silver ring is your eye. It would go towards your eye socket. So I'm just going to center this up on the tack rail. Now we're going to put these nuts on and get it tightened down. One thing I want to say is, if you do actually take these off for the tack rail, one side is a little bit fatter, one side is a little bit thinner, and it only fits on the tack rail one way. And the correct way to do it is the fatter side goes up. Okay, and we are done. This is everything. This did come with these side covers that, if this model did not have the crank on it, these would fit nicely here. Now because we have the crank on it, they don't fit on there. So okay, and there we have it. So this is everything, and like I said, these 2 pieces, we're gonna just put those back for a rainy day. some crossbow lube wax. That's nice that it comes with that. So really, this kit comes with everything you need to get started. So technically, I could go start sighting it in right now. That's the neat thing about this kit. You don't have to worry about looking for a scope. You don't have to worry about looking for bolts or a quiver or anything like that. It's all in one package. I believe this was a $600 kit from Dunham Sports. You can find them online. I can leave the link to this exact product in my description down below. One thing I want to disclose is I have very little experience with crossbows. I am more of a compound bow hunter myself. But this is something neat. I've always wanted to do this, and I wanted to see how user-friendly Barnett has it as it is. It's a pretty decent entry-level kit, and that's what I really like about this kit. So on that note, I'm Justin with JD Outdoors, and thanks again for watching. If you could, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Like I said, this bow is not for me. This is for my father-in-law, so I'm really happy, and maybe I'll even add something into one of my outdoor cooking videos of maybe smoking up some of a hindquarter or something like that. So I really look forward to that as well. Thanks again for watching, and I appreciate every one of you.